I don't have any interest in representing tragedy and despair and hopelessness in my photographs because I look at fashion as entertainment, you know, and I look at like taking photographs and celebrity portraiture as a form of entertainment. And entertainers should be entertaining. And in my photographs, I try to make them that way.
It was not a dream. I really heard laughter. I really saw angels and then I saw me.
Whether it's his fashion photographs or celebrity portraits, David LaChapelle's images have this in common. They're entertaining, colorful, and in high demand by magazines and ad agencies around the world. Currently, the 33-year-old is producing work for Vanity Fair, Details magazine, French Vogue, MAC Cosmetics, and Diesel Jeans, all of whom obviously admire LaChapelle's fresh and upbeat approach to image making.
For me, it's the opportunity to have a blank page and to do something really crazy on that page, to make something beautiful or funny. And to me, humor and beauty are the same thing. I mean, I try to make people look beautiful, and if they can't be beautiful, I try to make them funny. I don't really consider myself a fashion photographer at all. For me, when you start thinking like a fashion photographer, it's very limiting, and I want to think more as like a film director in a way, because then one day you can do a comedy, and the next day you do a tragedy, and the next day you do something else. You're not pigeonholing yourself to only showing this dress in front of a blank backdrop. That's just too boring for me.
Oh, the world is a funny place. It's calling you names. Hey, the world is a funny place. It's a funny place.
I tend not to work with the top models and the really, overexposed faces, because these young girls are really excited about getting their picture taken, and they're very hungry, and they want to be photographed, and they'll do anything for a photograph. They'll jump out in the car, they'll take their clothes off, they'll run around, and that's, that's to me more exciting than working with somebody who's like, who's really doing you a favor, who's on their phone all day, and they're bored, and have to eat, and they have to sleep, and have to pee, and they'll show up late, and like all these kind of things.
I know, I hate those girls that have to pee.
No peeing on my set.
And action.
Drawing inspiration from the movie Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, LaChapelle recently directed a commercial for MTV that explored the possible lives of Madonna and Courtney Love 30 years down the road.
Yeah, it's just a funny look at, the future.
It's very hot.
Well, we always wonder what's going to happen to these people, in the year 2030, and, what they're going to look like. What is Madonna going to look like in 30 years? I mean, I just want to know.
I was watching that.
You've been watching that video for 30 years! Maybe you ought to reinvent yourself!
Shut your hole. If I wasn't in this chair...
But you're in that chair! Here. Eat your lunch!
Just the way you like it.
Got it?
Yay! I think conceptually, I think of ideas rather than just think of, shapes or compositions. I think of ideas, and to me, the photograph is an idea. And with Diesel, they said, hey, do you have any ideas for us? And he did the shot of the two sailors. That was when the whole gays in the military thing was kind of heating up. And I wanted to do something that represented that idea that gay people have been in the military since there's been a military. I don't think the Navy knew that we were going to do that. I mean, I guess they still own that submarine, but...
So what finally happened?
Well, we just shot it, and no, they haven't said anything. No one's actually, I mean, it's funny, but the New York Historical Society purchased the photo, which is really amazing to me, because, it's, all kinds of wild things happen because of that picture. It's one of my favorite photos, too.
So what can I do? I'm living inside of a moment where everything is turning into...
One thing I can't stand is all these people saying, oh, fashion's so... so superficial and all these kind of things, because, I mean, to me, working at Exxon is very superficial. Working at the beef house is very superficial. You know what I mean? It's like, why is fashion so superficial? Why isn't like, destroying the environment, working at Exxon Oil, or, being, a big corporate executive just dealing with money? I think money is more superficial than creating something. Yeah, you got it. You're doing great.
LaChapelle claims that his success as a photographer will never corrupt him, mainly because he never expected to amount to much in life anyway.
I really thought it was going to be like a bomb because I could not hold down a job. I got fired from Burger King, fired from Kentucky Fried Chicken, fired from all these places I was working when I was 15 and 16. And then I started taking photographs, and I never really thought that, wow, you can make money doing this. And I put all my money back into working. I mean, I really do. I don't have a house. I don't want all that stuff. I don't want a car, big, house in the Hamptons and all that. I don't want any of that. I just want to put it back into the photographs.
All right, I'm coming back in 10 years and seeing whatever happened to little David LaChapelle, who swore he wouldn't succumb to the evils of commercialdom.
It's not that evil. I have no interest in really. I don't have any interest.
You're not in it for the money.
No,
You're in it for the art.
No, yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm in it for the fun too.
I really am coming back in 10 years.
Would you? Yeah. Come to my house in the Hamptons. We'll have a party by the pool.